Alright, I know I'm late. Okay, it's been. Hold on, let me check. It's been approximately like what 6 days now, 4 days. Okay, since I posted my last one. That was part two. Right. Part three came out the next day after that release, and I forgot to record. Not forgot. I won't say forgot. I saw it, and I got lazy a little bit, but I did get lazy. So I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm recording tomorrow. And now it's been days. Okay, so we're just gonna get into it, right? My fault for the late recording and shit, but we're just gonna get straight into this. Bing bang bomb. Back on the consistency. That's about it. Shit, we're just gonna continue. Alright, so look. I saw that he posted. If we go on this thing right now, right? He posted an Area 51 thing. That might be a later video. I don't think it's gonna be the video after this, but this might be one of the videos. I don't really care about the Area 51 like that for real, but it could still be interesting. I don't know, maybe not. Oh. Alright, don't. For anybody that's new, alright, this is part 3 of a 3-part series. If you haven't seen the other 2, I recommend you go see that right now before watching this one, because I might bring up stuff that happened in the old videos. But this is part 3 of a 3-part series, right? And what's happening is they're going to like a really bad place. Yeah, they're going to a place that's known for their crimes, and they're like with the cops and like recording what they do. Jacksonville. Yup, it's called Jacksonville. Really bad place, even though it says Florida. Pretty sure it's in Jacksonville. And they're with the SWAT teams. First one was about drug. Second one was about night patrol. Yeah. And I think since this is the last one, it's gonna be about like kidnapping and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what it was saying. We're gonna see it, but let's get into it.
This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the resident.
Our objective is to go find people that are alive on Instagram flexing with guns.
Once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up. All right, it's go time.
Here we go, boys.
Inside of the residence! Come outside with your hands up!
There you go. That was a calm hoodie though. That Scarface hoodie, that was a calm hoodie. Even if, they're doing all of this, this is a comp hoodie. Or that is a comp hoodie.
In the early 2020s, Jacksonville gang violence and drill rap got so notorious that some labeled Jacksonville as ground zero to one of the deadliest and most disrespectful rap beefs of all time. One that left over a dozen dead, including multiple little kids that were killed in drive-by shootings that missed their target. The two crews at the center of this feud were ATK, known as Ace's Top Killers, led by gangster rapper Young and Ace, and the 6 Block Gang, led by gangster rapper Foolio. Legend has it this beef originated at a 2015 Kodak Black concert after decline.
Actually heard about that. I don't know much about it, but they hear there was some crazy. I don't even know what the beef started. Well, they're about to explain it, but like, I'm pretty sure it started over some dumb shit. But
Decline handshake led to a fist fight, led to a shootout where a toddler was injured after decline handshake.
Really? Hold on. That might have been like of everything it could have been. Wasn't it? They refused a handshake, so it led to a fight. And then the fight led to a gun shootout? Because of a handshake? Bro, it's not that deep. Take the L and move on. I don't know what to tell you.
led to a fistfight, led to a shootout where a toddler was injured, and a few days later led to a triple shooting. This rap conflict was documented in depth by YouTube greats Traploor Ross and Brandon Buckingham. Where we find ourselves today is a different era for Jacksonville. The extreme level of bloodshed and murder in the city led the police to fiercely crack down on violent gang activity. Today we ride around with Jacksonville's undercover gang unit, we see a SWAT team operation, we get an inside look at their evidence laboratory, and we spend many hours out in the field in order to study Jacksonville's approach to reducing gang violence. Folks, let's get to it. Folks, a quick announcement before we get started. If you would like access to videos, science, and be...
I know last year a lot of what we talked about is the numbers going down when it comes to the shootings and all, and the homicides. That's moved up a little bit. But here's why. We've had 2 people over the past 2 weeks that got arrested for murdering their mothers.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says he...
How can you do that, bro? Like, okay, if you're being abused your whole life or something, but bro, they're your mom. I don't know how you could do that. I don't know how you could do that. That's just personally, but you know, gotta live in family and shit. But I don't know how you could do that.
Killed his mother after an argument. The victim, Dulce
An argument started?
Martinez was found unresponsive in the apartment and later died at the hospital.
Former college basketball player accused of killing his mother in Jacksonville. Authorities were called to that gruesome scene Monday, found 51-year-old Erica Winford unresponsive.
And until y'all can start figuring out how to solve people, you know, from killing their parents, or another one was shooting their boyfriend, or another one was a road rage incident, when we're now looking at those numbers of saying, yeah, you can't prevent those. But what we can do is prevent the ones that are out here doing, we know that are on live, that are riding around with illegal guns, riding around with, you know, illegal narcotics in their car. So obviously we've got some drug dogs we can call out on that.
So I'm just making sure like my guys are where they need to be. Like if it's something big, like real crazy, I'll go help with that stuff and try to like bring it in. You're gonna be right in the thick of it, so just be prepared.
So if I heard this correctly, our objective is to go find people that are live on Instagram flexing with guns?
We find that they're prohibited or they're not allowed to possess guns, and they are posting with them and continuously flaunting on social media that they have them. And so once we can find out where they actually are, it's a good tool to go and pick them up.
To all my rapper friends out there, yes, you just heard right. If you go live on Instagram flexing a switch, or maybe you're a felon showing a gun, it is very possible that your local PD is on a disguised burner account that might look like this, and they are watching what you are doing.
Wait, hold on.
Felon showing. Yes, you just heard right. If you go live on Instagram flexing a switch, or maybe you're a felon showing a gun, it is very possible that your local PD is on a disguised burner account that might look like this, and they are watching what you are doing.
You know, I'm someone that's in the streets and I have a hot gun. I do something, I pass it to a friend who passes it to a friend. There's the book, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. This is more like the Brotherhood of the Traveling Gun.
Sure.
Is that something you guys experience where?
It's not unusual to have literally a casing hit to a gun, and the...
Sounds like that, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but she sounds like that actor. Or no, does she sound, she might sound like the voice actor of Naruto. Bro, she sounds like someone, I think I'm probably thinking of the voice actor from Naruto, but I'm not sure. I feel like there's somebody else that I'm missing. Bro, if you know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, right? It's like a short lady, has glasses, I think. That doesn't really help.
gun has been coming back. So it can pass hands, but we're not DNA. We can't tell you that that was the same person.
So how often do you get into hot situations?
Throughout my career, I've found myself there frequently.
Do you think you'll make an arrest tonight?
If it's there and we can make it, we will. We don't force arrest, and we don't arrest for like petty minor stuff. This is to prevent and stop future violent crime, or try to prevent shootings, or there's people illegally possessing firearms and drug dealers and stuff like that.
So what we do, we call them GVI, the Group Violence Initiative. You'll have police officers doing police work, and all of a sudden we have a major incident that occur. We started our process then, and what we started working on is changing the mentality. The mentality is real simple of whenever you had that incident occur, the old way was to grab a bunch of officers, put them in one area of town and do what's called a scorched earth. That is just to go out to stop anybody that's moving. Unfortunately, the way we used to do it back then is to give everyone tickets, put everyone in jail for the most minor offenses, and all you're doing is fracturing the relationship with the community. So we wanted to change that, and especially under our Sheriff TK Waters. We don't want to fight with the community. We want to be
TK Waters is the black guy for the people who don't know. Well, if I remember correctly, he's the black guy that you've seen before. He wasn't there long. He was talking for like a second, but I'm pretty sure it's the black guy with the glasses.
Part of the community.
How long you been doing this?
8.5 years. Yeah. We help out that other team a lot because we have access to unmarked vehicles and they have marked cars, so we can sit in different places where they can't, and people will still continue their criminal activity.
And you made a lot of high-profile arrests.
I've been a part of some high-profile arrests, yes, along with the rest of the gang unit. We work as a team.
Detective Nieder and his unit have played a major role in busting the gang members involved in the ATK and 6 Block rat beef, including most recently arresting 5 guys in a connection to the Fulio murder and also arresting the 6 Block guys that while attempting to murder an ATK rival. Fulio...
Is that a AUG?
Also arresting the 6 Block guys that while attempting to murder an
ATK
rival, they shot and killed a 7-year-old.
Miguel, you ready to sprint if we need to today?
Bro,
do you wish you had a concealed carry
He barely
right
even
now?
experienced life, bro. And it's just unfortunate.
All right, I'm set up looking straight down Cal John right here, Clay.
One of them's on an ankle monitor, either him or the one holding a gun. Then we can coordinate.
It's amazing that part of this is because of Instagram Live.
They know we watch too, but we have like burner accounts and people that watch, so.
You guys can mimic it well, like it'll be like long live JJ, like free so-and-so, free so-and-so, and like a picture of like a guy that, We're getting units in place, there's gonna be unmarked guys, there's gonna be some marked police officers, and once everyone kind of descends upon the area, that's when we jump out and action starts.
So we're going to wait for the right time, and when we have enough people, we will make the tactical choice, and that's when we'll choose to move in.
When you pull them out of that environment and put them in some structure, like they're actually fun kids to be around and they have potential, but there's something about this environment that just, all the cards are stacked in the wrong way and all the choices that are made.
You know what's right from wrong, so you have the choice to make those decisions or continue living the life that you live. All right, 2 of them are walking in the cut now. They just crossed over. Here comes the 3rd. One's got like red shoes on, blue jeans, all black, and then there was another one. They should be coming out on the Thomas here in a second. 4th one and the 5th one and the 6th one are all crossing the road now, headed to Thomas.
Why not get them when they're on the move?
Don't want to waste our contact with them, because then they're just going to be more secretive. When they're outside like this and they can run anywhere, but if we can get them locked down into a residence and 10 of us go surround the house, they can't get out of the house. We're waiting on them to give us a reason to contact them, so we're waiting pretty much on the guns to show up. We'll give this until the sun goes down, and then or it starts getting a little hard to see.
To sundown? Shoo. So he's in that sheet. No drink, no food, straight only binoculars for like 6 hours. In that car doing nothing, and they can't go on the phone, too distracting. Just looking straight to see if something happens. It's crazy.
We'll call it and go and find something else to do.
There's 6 SWAT guys who are working overtime who are coming, and then we have 2 more marked cars and 1 more Cobra coming.
So right now they're just being scouted, basically. It sounds like they are conducting surveillance right now on them. We're waiting for other assets to get over here.
One of the other detectives that's working this case is actually working towards obtaining a search warrant for this residence.
How quick can a search warrant be granted?
You submit it, it goes to your supervisor for approval, and then it goes to a state attorney for approval, and then it goes to a judge for approval. And once the judge approves it, and it says approved on the computer system, it's as simple as just printing off a piece of paper.
The 2 that have been going live are both prohibited, I believe. One is a juvenile, I think one just turned adult. A judge is looking at arrest warrants for both of them right now for PF30 for both of their charges.
Like, why? You could pretend or be a thug all you want, but like, is there really a true like reason to go on Instagram and be like, yeah, I got a Glock 16 with a switch, no rock with me? Like, you're just outing yourself at that point. It's just like, yo, come find me and arrest me. It's like, what? Okay, no, like, it doesn't make sense.
The last I heard is the judge is looking at it, so I would imagine it gets signed within maybe like the next like 10 to 15 minutes.
We spent the next 3 hours.
I lied. I guess he can go on his phone. So,
camped out in this car, waiting for both the suspects to go live on.
15 minutes.
We spent the next 3 hours camped.
You see? No food, no bev. How are you even seeing? You see how dark it is right here?
Waiting for both the suspects to go live on Instagram and flex their guns, and also for a judge to sign a search warrant of the suspected residents.
The judge has viewed all of them. He just hasn't signed them, and that's been close to an hour now.
He probably forgot to hit sign.
Correct, so we're trying to get a hold of the judge now.
What plays through your mind in this calm before the storm?
To do your job and do it effectively. Do what's necessary and do what you're trained to do.
They have warrants for PFJD currently that just got approved by a judge. They were at the house earlier today. Ankle monitor shows he's still at the house right now. Based on our intel, we believe that Devon is still there too. We have 2 detectives on Wright Street right now. They'll link up with the 2 SWAT guys to get coverage on the rear. We'll give you guys a little bit to get set up on there. We're presuming that they're in the house right now just because of how cold it is outside.
Jesus Christ, they got a force assembled, huh?
We're going through it now.
All right, it's go time.
Here we go, boys.
All right.
Okay, they got 2 of them. Oh, they surrounded the building, I'm guessing. Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
Surrounded. They just don't win there.
You got down the side.
He went back inside.
Inside of the residence. You come outside with your hands up. Moving back. Moving back.
Residents of Calzone. This is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the residents. Come outside to the front door with your hands up and nothing in them unless they're the commands of the officers.
One at a time. One at a time.
Ma'am, stay right there.
There's a baby, bro. Like, I don't understand.
Ma'am,
You got a baby and you doing this shit? Oh my gosh.
All right, ma'am, you first.
There's like 7 more. All right, lady in the front. Walk. Walk to us.
Bro.
Any weapons on you? All right. Step back here. Step back here.
Why I gotta be in handcuffs, dude?
Keep walking. Keep walking.
What the hell to do with me?
Turn around. Turn around. Walk backwards. No weapons on you. Turn around. All right, walk back here. We'll just line them up on this charger.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Ready? Yo, that could be a calm little album cover, though. If there was like a group, not thugs and going to jail, but if it was like a bunch of artists, right, or they was making like a feature or something, this could be compy as like a out. Yo, that'd be a compy love. I got it.
Clear the house now. Last man, John. Search warrant. You got a tent back there?
We're at the scene. The search warrant has just been served. It appears all the occupants have been out. Most of them have been riot cuffed or handcuffed, and now they're trying to see if there's anyone else lingering in the house.
Oh my gosh, that's so loud. Oh my gosh, I wonder how oh my gosh, you guys must be dying. Yo, if the video is too loud, I will lower it for you guys. But bro, that beep sound was so loud. Yeah, I'm actually, real quick, I'm just gonna lower it.
It's an unsettling experience.
Okay, hold on, that still might be a little too loud. Let me chop it down here.
I mean, mostly what these guys are wanted for, or what's in the house. It's a pretty dramatic experience to be pulled out of your house at gunpoint. A lot of these guys are really young, and if they are guilty of something, they're looking at probably a lot of time. In a functioning society, you want your young men to be productive.
This shit was loud. Oh, I dead feel bad for you guys.
Families and having good professions. So just it's shitty seeing kids lined up and cuffed, and who knows what their next step is. The family Chihuahua. Oh, you little poor thing.
We ain't do nothing, man. Oh, no.
Man, ready to go home, go to sleep, man. Talking about a crazy day that just happened.
Who was wearing? Big dogs gotta eat.
Big dogs gotta eat, yeah.
What's he doing in Jacksonville, though?
I'm seeing what the day in these guys' life looks like.
That's crazy. I know exactly.
Oh, so these niggas aren't going to jail. These guys are good. Oh, props to them then. But they was just included. All right, makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Put crime scene tape right here and put one from that tree over there. And any of these cars that don't belong here, if they don't move them, we're gonna have to tow them because.
Yo, what?
I didn't realize you guys were gonna roll this deep. This is a caravan of cars.
You have your SWAT assets here, your gang unit assets, CPR, K9. So yeah, I mean, we didn't know. I don't think they knew that the house was going to be have so many occupants in it. So
behind me, there's a lot of people starting to gather right now. There's moms, parents showing up, concerned, upset, wondering what's going to happen. They want to see the warrant. They want to know what the charges are, and just with how the legal process works, from what I've learned, they're not always quick to release that information. Ma'am, what's going through your mind right now?
Is that my kids then got caught up with the wrong people. And I told them to keep them people from over here. Because I know my grandkids don't sell drugs. But it's the company that kids. My oldest grand is 19.
Okay.
My baby grand is 4. And her boyfriend is, I think he's 21. And I know he ain't selling drugs.
Are you here 24/7 with them?
No, I'm not. But listen, he's already on probation.
For what?
I don't know, but listen, it was the kids.
It's not that I'm doubting you. You got to remember, you're not here all day long, so you don't know what's going on at the house.
So how would you say the operation went?
Oh, good.
That's crazy.
Out here working GVI, which is like looking for like guns and like violent people, and then sometimes we get tasked with like helping them with certain things. So it's not like a full like SWAT call out or anything, but we were just tasked with like helping them apprehend the people that were in there. So they just call us to help call them out and get them into custody.
I'm gonna talk to the families, but what I will say to you is nice mustache.
Thanks, man. I don't get that very often.
What's going through your mind right now?
I want to know where the search warrant is, first of all, because that's my house. I haven't been here in 2 months, so I'm trying.
Oh, so it's her crib that got, like, that had, like, 12 people in there. Yo! That's crazy. Then who's the girl with the baby? And why would she be there with, if they're all, like, flexing up their guns and stuff like that?
Trying to figure out what the hell is really going on.
Are you the landlord or do you live here? Or?
That's my house that works. So I don't know nothing that's going on. And I haven't seen a search warrant, and I haven't talked to no one would tell me anything. So I'm just out here in the blind with all my little cousins on the ground.
I met your Chihuahua.
You did?
I gave him a few scratches.
Okay, thank you.
What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind? We're trying to figure out what's going on. Did they do? Literally. Like,
who y'all is? What y'all, the fake news or something?
No, we're the real news.
Fucking house. It's my y'all let they mom talk. Y'all ain't talking to nobody. Mom, y'all ain't talking to nobody. Daddy, how y'all feeling? Somebody put their hands on y'all.
Okay, they did do something wrong. Well, if it's going as is, right, and it was just, they did do it wrong, right? But I feel like the parents do deserve to know why they're going to jail. Like, at least don't even, like, you don't have to reveal too much details, because I learned this, like a month ago. Apparently they don't. Oh no, last video. Talking about some a month ago. What the they don't have to actually reveal much. But I feel like you could just been like, hey, yeah, this, that, and then you could go here to learn about it for more information, right? Why just leave them blind, leave them in the dark? Like, it just causes more worry, concern, and more hatred for cops. Well, he broke his ankle monitor thing. That was dead his fault. Okay? It don't even matter, bro. If you got an ankle monitor, you're not supposed to be leaving, right? It's a whole thing to alert them. You're not supposed to be leaving. Why are you leaving? It don't even make no sense.
They've been watching the house for a while.
But I'm saying, what they've been watching though? I don't even be outside. So.
Back and forth, the movement. Remember when I was saying, baby, y'all stop them from coming? Because y'all don't know what people doing out on the streets. And then when they bring it here, that's what the people assume it is. Whether it is or it ain't.
But you know where I just came from, bro.
That's what I was trying to say.
What's going through your mind right now? The officers allowed me to interview a couple of these guys so I could learn what was going on in their head. And remember, folks, these guys are innocent until proven guilty.
Shit, we order DoorDash, you feel me? We trying to eat. I come outside, I see a whole bunch of lights. I know the police lights, you feel me? So when I see them, I'm like...
The ankle monitor guy is guilty, right? Unless, hold on. Okay, I might be a bit slow. Okay, just a little bit. But from what I know, he broke his ankle monitor. Not broke his ankle, but he left when he was not supposed to. So that guy's automatically guilty. Unless it's his house or like he lives there, then he's not guilty. But from what I understood, he is.
Now I look like the police, you feel me? But our food come down the street, so I'm like, why I look like the police just turned too quick? I don't know what was going on when I seen them. I seen too many cars.
Were you expecting this tonight?
Man, hell no.
No
I wasn't
idea?
expecting this. I was in charge, man. I was on the way to the house, for real.
You was just chilling. I just got here.
And I hear the dogs in the back barking. I see a bunch of flashlights and shit. So I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck to do right now.
Hands up. I'm shocked. I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked.
Do you have adrenaline flowing through you right now?
Right now?
I feel it in my legs. Are you jittery at all? Like,
no, when they first pulled up and we was on the ground, I mean, I was shaking, but I wasn't really too much. You feel me? I wasn't too much.
I guess I can just tell, like, here, Jacksonville is not the place to mess around. Like, I've been with these guys the last 3 days. If you're doing something, they're gonna be on you and on you quick.
Yeah, this Jacksonville shit ain't it, man.
Is this the first time anything like this has happened to you?
No, the same situation happened at the park. It's a park right there. Same situation.
And what happened after that?
It was me and my friend out there, and the police just blitzed out of nowhere. They just came from everywhere. We had nowhere to go, just like this situation.
How long ago was that?
December 26th, last year coming up. The same police officer, December 26th.
Did you do a jail time?
I mean, I was a jit then. I was 17, so I only had to do 21 days and 2 weeks on probation.
Wait, if it was 3 months ago, how are you gonna say you were jit then? But it's like, you just turned 18.
15 days.
It blows my mind to think the first time wasn't a wake-up call, though. Like, why was that not a wake-up call?
Yeah, it be like that. Like, shit, you might have a wake-up call, but you fall in.
Like you said, like, Jacksonville a crazy place.
Shit,
like, you'll wake up and see that shit every day.
How many of these would it take for it to be a wake-up call that, hey, I gotta think about something else in my life?
I mean, we really wasn't doing that, so I say we all really woke up to it, cause we wasn't doing nothing. We ain't have nothing on us. They just, I don't even know why I'm in handcuffs right now. They said I got a warrant. I don't know what warrant I got.
There's nothing sadder than to see a young man full of potential spending years, his best years of his life behind bars, where you could be doing so much.
That's
right.
You think about that?
Yeah, I think about that shit sometimes.
Think about it every day.
All the time, shit, be real.
This is tough though, because so many of them are straight kids. They're young. They just turned 18, just turned 19. But you got a whole, like, 60 plus years. Okay? Stop wasting your life with the... Yeah. Like, bro. Go get a job. Move out of... Your goal, if you're born in Jacksonville, should be to get out of Jacksonville. So it's just like...
Is there any message you'd want to send to a family member?
A message? I love you, sis. I love you, brother. And all my family and all the guys, I love y'all.
Take this as a wake-up call and do something important with your life. Do something positive with your life. Because life behind a cage is not...
Yeah, no, that shit how you miserable, all type of shit, bro.
That's for lions and...
Man, that shit really ain't for nobody, bro. That shit how you going crazy, bro, for real, though.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Congratulations. I'll be watching your
I appreciate you, man. All All right, fellas, any final thoughts?
Boy, I love Jacksonville. Free all the guys, man. Please, free all the guys. Like, free all the guys. I love y'all boys, man.
Rest up,
Long
my
live the
brother, on
guys,
my
man.
chain, that's
Long live
all.
Tyreek, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
How much would you attribute fatherlessness to some of the problems we're seeing in our
I
community?
think it's huge. You need an emotional side from a mother, and you need dad who's going to be there to be a disciplinarian when the time comes. And when that's missing, I'm saying that that's usually what happens in a lot of cases where father's not there. With that, there's something missing. So young men usually try to fill that with something else. Maybe the family of a group of guys that he hangs with that are doing things they have no business doing. Not always the case. I know there's plenty of people that work here right now that grew up in very tough situations that are pillars of the community.
What allure do you think a gang has for a young man?
One of the things that we do in the gang unit, we also go out and talk to young kids.
All right, before we continue this last 13 minutes, bro, I'm starving. I'm gonna get a snack real quick. No, I'm gonna go like make some bread, and I'm gonna just cut to after I'm done eating. I'm gonna make some food. I'm hungry as hell right now. I had a protein shake for breakfast, and that was it. So I'm finna go eat, and we're just gonna continue it right after. It'll be 1 second for me, or for you. It'll be like 10, 20 minutes for me. Bro, that shit slapped! Actually, it's 30. Dang. Actually, it's 30 minutes after because first, I was like, alright, I'm gonna just get a snack, finish my recording, put 4 bread in the toast. Yes, it's a snack. Okay, I understand. Not that big of a bag. Alright, 4 bread. Boom, bam, bam. Chowed them down. Just like that. And I was like, damn. Should I put 2 more slices? Look at the time. 5:30? What? That's supper time. Alright, so I was like, bet. I'm gonna just go eat my supper now. Take out the pizza. Put 1 slice. Put 2 slices. I was like, damn, there's only 5 slices. I need to share with my brother. I'm gonna just take the cheese slice. And I'm gonna take the biggest slice. Give him 3 pieces. Because I already had 4 breads. And then the 8 minutes that I warmed up that pizza. Bro, that was the longest minutes of my life. I was just waiting. Bro, I went on my phone. I went on Twitch, started watching Agent stream. And I was like, bro, something gotta like happen. I heard beep beep beep. Ooh, did I devour those slices? But that's not important. Let's just get back into the video. You know, I'm gonna rewind it 5 seconds because I don't remember.
Both
a young man.
One of the things that we do in the gang unit, we also go out and talk to young kids. Before the internet, that conversation of snitches get stitches. Well, that's not true either, because guess what? The snitches come out anymore. They get it, because no matter what, when you're facing life in prison, but in order for me to only get 10 years in prison, I just got to tell what you did with me. They're all telling on each other, and we know that. And that's the education we're trying to get out to everyone, is not only to stop making that decision, because we're putting values on the wrong things.
You might be wondering what these guys were arrested for. A little later in this episode, we will head to the police evidence room to see what was confiscated during the raid. But for now, Detective Nieder takes us into the field to do some patrol work. Here's what we encountered.
Wait, did he have 2 GPSs up? Back to what I was saying, right? Did he have 2 GPSs up? Because look, he has, look. GPS, or like to see all around him, but it's practically GPS. And then GPS again. Oh, nope, never mind. They're actually going to a place. I thought it was just to see. And I was like, but you already have one.
Hey, how's it going? I'm the technician with the Sheriff's Office. You have your license on you? Hey, the couple reasons I stopped you is the stop sign's back here in the neighborhood. Make sure we come to a complete stop. And then your speed limit right here on 8th Street is 30 miles per hour. I had you at 45, all right?
This is just a pretty typical stop. Just looks like a lady trying to get home.
How many of these sorts of stops on average does it take to get like one where guns and other stuff pops?
It's really hard to tell, man. Like, even just some of the most, like, you want to say, like, routine stops have turned into be, you know, something really good. You know, the way I put it.
Really good is
cast a
crazy.
wide net. Sometimes you catch what you're not looking for.
Ma'am, I know you're probably in a hurry to get home, but it's 30. Oh, it's all good. It's 30 on 8th, all right? No problem. All right, you be safe.
Because you knew
He handled it well, though. He handled it well. It wasn't like no hostility. He spoke to her nice. It was handled really well. Like
minor, if anything, quick. You're looking for big stuff.
Yeah, she was very, she was polite. Raised any senses. She's just got off work. I didn't know that. Pulling out of the school over here, and she just got done cleaning. So it just wasn't exactly what we would have been looking for tonight to try to cure violence.
There's a strong branch, I would say, on the left side of the political spectrum that say there's a systematic racism and that the police are there to put black people into the prison industrial complex. What would you say?
I will say this, from my experience over 30 years. The people that go to prison are supposed to go to prison. The people that get arrested are supposed to get arrested. And then I challenge people that say that, especially to my face, explain to me one system, one government system that's in place, that's put in place to keep black people downtrodden.
How much does rap beef play a part in the gang violence?
An absolute.
See, I would agree for the most part, but then what if you get falsely accused? What if you get blackmailed? Like, I feel like there's a few exceptions. Like, there's a lot of, I won't say a lot. There's some cases that people are like go to jail on a false accusation and they didn't even do anything. They don't even know what's going on. They don't even know what the situation is. And they just get sent. And it's like, bro, I don't think he deserves to go when somebody else did it. I believe the other person deserves to go, but he's not in jail. Like,
tremendous amount. The turf wars back in the day began with drugs and money. These days, you don't have to sell drugs whatsoever to go on YouTube and become a rap sensation. All I've got to do is start talking trash about you. And what do? I'm now going to come shoot at you. And then my guys are going to come shoot back, your guys are going to shoot back at me. And fortunately in Jacksonville, we don't have the traditional, like the Crips and the Bloods. We've got small sects of those, but we don't have the big groups. We have a lot of the younger ones, the hybrid groups.
How much does the rap world and the gang world intersect?
Most of these gangs do have a rapper that represents the group. Not every one of them do, but most of the gangs here in Jacksonville do.
Do you guys ever listen to their songs to get intel on them?
Yes.
Because will that tell you what kind of guns they have, what kind of people are in the crew?
Yeah, so
where they live, what they've done.
Yeah, so it'll help you document members and stuff along that line.
When rappers post a music video and say this is a prop, all these guns in the music video are props, does that save them from trouble?
No, not if they're not props. You can post a prop if you want to. I mean, we were one of the first ones in I think in the state that we started. I went to our state attorney, who's Melissa Nelson. I said, can we legally, if we can prove that these firearms are real, can we legally charge them for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and put them in prison for it? She says, I believe we can. Let's go for it. And we arrested probably 10 people. About 5 of them went to prison.
Some people say that drill rap is sort of a cancer and it's impacting cities all across the country. What's your take on it?
Don't get me started, because I got a playlist in my car of real rappers, real artists who knew how to produce, and they did more than mumble. They did more than talk about killing people. They talked about killing people with their lyrics, with their rhymes. Eric B. and Rakim, they were amazing. LL Cool J, one of the GOATs. I talk about him all the time. The new stuff is weird to me. I can't even listen to it. Problem with it is, they're talking about real things that have impacted real families.
I actually want to
be that callous.
I'm actually curious to hear like his top 5 artists, because he doesn't listen to no mumble, no talking about killing. So I want to hear his top 5 rappers.
And that hard when you're talking about someone's life. If you don't care about people, I don't care about what your so-called art, and we're going to do everything that we can to get you off of our streets.
Okay, here's a scenario. I'm a rapper, I'm making a very cool music video, and I have a lot of guns in it, but I put at the beginning, this is a prop. Can you guys still get me for that?
Yes, we can. We can determine if that gun is an actual firearm or if it is a prop. So a lot of people do put in that it's a prop. Sometimes they are props, but sometimes they're not. So we have ways of identifying those firearms that are in those videos to see if they really are.
I don't know if y'all seen it, but there's a guy on a bicycle right here just across the road. And he's got no lights on his bike. We're going to try to make contact with him. State of Florida, you have to have a light on the front and back of it.
Hey, really?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Not too bad.
All right. You know you got to get some lights on your stuff,
I'm
right?
back home, brother.
All right. Where are you coming from tonight?
A buddy of mine off of Franklin.
All right. That was a long ride.
Yeah, I ride every day, though.
That's good. That's good. All right. No weapons in your backpack?
No, sir.
All right. I'm just going to have you take it off and just set it off to the side. What you got bolt cutters for?
I mess with copper.
All right. I'm just going to put this over here by my
Yo,
car.
yo, his eyes are like he
No
looks.
weapons on you, right? All right. I'm just going to pat you down, all right?
All right. I got no weapons. Promise you, that's flashlight, no guns, no nothing.
Nothing in your bag, right? Do you mind if I look? Bottle rocket.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh, it's kind of sort of messed up. You got to zip it to the side. It's just the zip tie's holding the top part.
Drugs?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Drug of choice.
I do. Ice.
I don't know what that is.
I'm taking.
I don't know what that
taking
is,
your
but
piece. All right. So you need to get lights on your bike. I don't care if you got to go home and duct tape that flashlight to the front and to the back, but you came across Tallulah right there and all we saw was a reflector.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. No, I'm going.
Ride safe.
Always.
Miguel put the camera by him and he's like, whoa.
That's chill. Dang.
487, my bad. Hey, how's it going? I'm Detective Neater with the Sheriff's Office. You got your license on you? Awesome, thank you. You just stay on Moncrief? All right. You got any ID on you, sir?
I got a picture of you.
Alrighty. Hey, so the reason I'm stopping you is if you're in the front seat, they gotta have their seatbelts on, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
Any weapons in the car, guys?
No, sir. Yeah.
Alright, I feel you. Mind hopping out talking to me for a second? No weapons on you? No. No knives, needles. Like, you can get up. I'm going to hop in real quick.
I got no underarms.
You good, man? Can I go in your pockets real quick? Alright. You got anything on you that's crazy, man? Anything stuffed in your pants or anything?
Nah, I just left the crib.
Come on back here with your partner. What's up, bro? How you doing? You have a medical marijuana card?
No, sir.
No, you smoke hemp products?
From who?
Hemp.
Hemp?
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, hopefully you don't smoke it, right? No. Alright, y'all just hang tight.
Yo, I don't even know. I don't know what hemp is either. Well, I don't smoke. Like, I don't do any of that, but like, still. Oh, they are indeed smokers.
What do I do for work?
I'm in school.
Where you go to school?
I just go to EDUB.
EDUB? What do you do at EDUB? Play sports?
Nah.
No, just to go to school. What about you, Mr.?
I was enrolled in Alabama State, but I'm back home right now for a situation they sent me home for.
Where I start work at?
Delivering appliances and installing them.
Oh, okay. Either one of y'all sell drugs for a living?
No, sir.
No. Y'all are good. Unfortunately, you're going to lose your marijuana tonight, but it's better than going to jail for it. So
I appreciate that.
That's nice.
Neither one of y'all are bad kids. Y'all don't have a record, so I appreciate it. Just be straight up honest with it, all right? Everybody's not out here to hang me up over some little bit of weed, all right? So,
appreciate it.
y'all be safe.
Yo, W man.
Run to the property room real quick.
He ain't even. He ain't have to do nothing. Like.
For one-time financial crimes charge. He completed all of his probation, appeared to be a good kid. They both say they were enrolled in school. The other one never been arrested. I don't see where taking a young man to jail and starting his record of going down the wrong path is worth it at that point.
See, I respect cops like him. Cause look, some cops will be like, "Oh, you jaywalked? jail time. But that's just gonna put him back because it's gonna be on his record. You went to jail. You went to jail. And then after that, jobs gonna be like, oh, you've been to jail before? I don't know if we can accept you. Then it's just downhill. Like he said, going down the wrong path, because then they're gonna feel like, oh, we're out of options, I have nothing to do. So let's just turn to the life of crime. But that's never the right option, you know? But hey, I'm just happy he let them go, right? They did have a marijuana on them, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it putting them in jail for that.
This guy might have lost $60 that he bought the weed for, but better than going to jail for sure.
Where are we going right now?
So we're going to the Barbie room where you put all your evidence in at. Anytime you make an arrest, the evidence or anything that you would deem to be part of your case that is going to benefit it would go in here.
At this evidence processing center, the officers logged the weed and the meth pipes they confiscated, and we also got to see what evidence was collected in the raid that we saw at the beginning of the video. Allegedly, these were the firearms that were discovered.
Bro. Yo. Just like that.
In the house.
So a lot of cities in America are feeling the effects of gang violence, but we got to see a first-hand look of the guys that go boots on the ground and fight the gangs, fight the guys that are committing most of the violence in the city. And it was interesting to see it from this perspective. We spent a lot of time on this channel looking at it from the other perspective, and my goal is to get into everyone's shoes. I don't care if you're a blood, a billionaire, a cop, a Navy SEAL, everything in between. We go into your shoes and see what your life is like. But we got to see it from the law enforcement side. And Jacksonville, by the metrics, is clearly successful at what they're doing. So I learned a lot. I'm happy for the experience. Thank you to Vic for bringing us in.
That is,
Sheriff TK,
that's nice. That's
and all
good.
the guys that we got to work with today. It's been a pleasure. We learned a lot. Thank you, and see you next week.
Yo, this was a compy series, bro, by Mr. Tommy G. Bro, hey, if you liked it, yo, shout out to him. Okay, first few, if you like that shit, subscribe to him. But bro, that was good. That was good. I hope this gave me some information. Is that a dog? Hold on, gotta continue that.
You want to watch another? Here.
But okay, this is crazy pauses. Let's move back here. But I did get a lot of new information. Like, I did obtain new knowledge about this type of stuff. I still think the first one is the worst. Like, not in terms of how it is, but in terms of someone passed out permanently in that video. Like, I don't think any of the other two could have been worse. Like this, yes, they stopped it. There's a whole lot of guns and stuff like that. Crazy. The last one wasn't as bad. I'd say out of the three, that's my least favorite. But, bro, the first one, did you hear the screams of the parents? Again, if you didn't see those two, and you got to the end of this video, bro, that's just your fault. It's not even spoilers at this point. I told you at the start of the video to go, and now I'm telling you at the end. So go watch those other two, and then come back here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about it. You know what I'm saying? Get this channel up and growing, and then we're locked in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.